Interfaith relations has been one of the most salient in Asia-Europe relations today. It has seized the attention of leaders as well as religious groups and different communities in civil society. It is evident that in a complex world full of misunderstanding, many bridges of mutual understanding and respect need to be built.
My name is Jan Lund. I'm Danish, living in Singapore. I'm moderator on this colloquium. And I've been on a colloquium 2 years ago in Larnaca and been pretty much hooked up with the ASEF for many, many years.
Well, my name is Ramesh Jaura. I'm based in Berlin. I work for an international news organization which is called IPS, Interpress Service. And I'm also the chief editor of a monthly magazine called Global Perspectives.
I'm Amina Rasul. I am a convener of a group called the Philippine Council for Islam and Democracy. And this council is responsible for the publication of a monthly supplement called the Moro Times, which appears in a national newspaper called the Manila Times. And this is historic first. It's the first time that a national newspaper has ever given regular coverage for minority issues, Muslim issues in Mindanao.
My name is Otto Friedrich and I'm editor for religious affairs and editor for media affairs at the Austrian weekly Die Furche.
My name is Frans Jennekens and I am the chairman of the EBU Intercultural and Diversity Group, and I am manager diversity in the Dutch public broadcaster NPS, Netherlands Program Service.
My name is Frits van Ekster. I'm from Holland and I used to be the editor of a newspaper which has a strong focus on religious matters. And now I'm involved as a media consultant in different media projects in Holland.
Oh, I think this is a huge subject and you will never find a solution, but as long as you get some ideas about how to be able to talk together, I think it's what everybody needs at the moment. I worked for Jyllands-Posten during the whole Mohammed crisis, and this has basically spilled over to the whole world, or maybe it was there already, you could say that. But now you have the discussion. So how do people talk together? How do we communicate and then be together without blowing each other's head up?
I think interfaith dialogue means that any journalist who's a professional journalist takes into account that society consists of different elements and that the religious aspect in a society is extremely important, and he or she should keep those aspects of the society in mind so that when there's an occasion to write about such issues, that one keeps the points of view of different sections of the society at the back of one's mind. And the best way is really to start in a professional way where you bring in the experiences of people who come from different socio-economic and religious backgrounds.
Well, one thing, when you talk about interfaith collaboration for peace, this is very active in Mindanao. This has been going on long before 9/11. This is not news to us. But interfaith dialogue is something that came up really after 9/11. And when you talk about interfaith dialogue, it's about the Muslim communities and the non-Muslim communities. So in this sense, we in the Philippines have had much experience in dialoguing. However, it does tend to focus too much attention on Islam rather than having a conversation among all faiths. It somehow turned to become a Muslim and non-Muslim conversation, which we think is not accurate.
The first thing is that religion has become a player in all sorts of society again. After 9/11, religion also has become again a topic of politics, and therefore it is very important that people with a religious background come into contact one with the other, and the more one has contact with the other, the more one is in touch with the other, the more prejudices can be avoided. Especially the Muslims and the Islam are on a very, let's say, in a state of permanent persecution, and this is not very good.
Nou ja, for me it means that people from different background try to communicate with each other, so that they have contact, that they try to live together and not separate.
For me as a citizen in Holland, but also as a citizen of the world, I think communication is one of the big challenges to avoid conflicts. There are so many misconceptions, and there's so much fuel, and you can light it easily and then make things explode. And I think it's a big issue for both journalists, as people are responsible in other ways for society, to stimulate good communications.